The Pyraminx was invented by Yui Meffert. Yeah, that's right. The first item on the History of Rubik's Cubes list is actually not the invention of the cube itself. In fact, Erno would later take the idea of a Pyraminx and create the Rubik's Cube. The cube was invented by Erno Rubik of Hungary. Honestly though, this guy's awesome. We should start a religion after his name. People begin to love the cube. Speed cubes aren't invented yet though, because people just love aching fingers. It's time for the first World Championships. It was a fun time. Also, Lars Petrus and Jessica Friedrich was there. Ooh, foreshadowing. Mintai makes speedcubing history by winning the first World Championships with a 22.95. Keep in mind, this is pre-finger trick era, with Rubik's brands that turned like sandpaper scratching against each other, yet this dude just solved it in 20 seconds. Fun fact, according to Jessica Friedrich, the competition was actually organized really unfairly, and while Mintai did ultimately win, there are apparently people who could solve it way faster than he did. Dear non-subtony people, how does that make you feel? After the World Championships, the Rubik's Cube hype kinda began to fade. Looks like those damn Rubik's brands and their sandpaper turning really did get to a lot of people's fingers, huh? Internet, beautiful thing. Jessica Friedrich publishes the Friedrich's method online, who in fact did not invent the method, but simply perfected it after getting inspiration from Dutch competitor that name. Also, other methods such as Roux arose, but Friedrich's method was ultimately the more popular one. Awesome people like Ron Van Brookum, Tyson Mao, and Chris Hardwick who wanted to meet up, so they organized the Rubik's Cube World Championship in Toronto with the help of chief organizer Dan Gosby. Also, this competition was much better organized, using the averages of 5 that we all know and love today. That being said, there were still problems. For example, it was the fastest solve that got you your final placement. Not average. Dan Knights is a winner of 3x3 with an average of 20.00 seconds, and the fastest solve at 18.76 seconds. He also sets a new world record of 16.71 seconds, beating the previous world record of 17.01 by Robert Pergel of Czechoslovakia back in 1982, only to have it beaten in the same championships by Jesse Bond of Denmark with a time of 16.53. Tough luck, dude. If it makes you feel better, something similar will happen to someone else in 12 years in the future. Ron Van Brookum and Tyson Mao creates the World Cube Association, whose mission statement was take over the world. Create a fun and fair way of promoting speed cubing competitions. Yeah, that's what I meant. FPerm. More competitions, more cubing. World records broken, people get fast. Eric I still can't pronounce his name. Eric gets the legendary 7.08 in July 13th, 2008, which would come to last 2 years. 6x6 and 7x7 become official WCA events. As if the finger paint for Rubik's brand wasn't actually enough. No, like seriously, can we actually get some good cubes? Yeah, soon? Oh, okay, thanks. God appears. Interestingly, God's algorithm is finally found at 20 moves by David Singmaster. Coincidence? I think not. The Dian Guhong makes its appearance, and thus, the era of aching fingers finally ends. It'll be missed. During this time, Felix completely obliterates his competition, shattering world record after world record. Also zeroing. Remember the Dian Guhong? It actually wasn't all that great. It was just because the other cube's design sucked at the time. Thus, Dian took it into their own hands to create the Dian Zanchi, which basically obsoleted the point of buying any other 3x3 speed cubes because it was so damn good. Man, what a party pooper. Way to ruin the competition on speed cubes, Dian. I guess you can say, Dian it, Dian. I'll leave now. Time passes, the usual happens, people gets faster, Felix keeps winning, and new cubes come out. Also, YouTube cubing gets a bit more attention. That's kinda cool, I guess. Magic is no longer an official event. Gee, totally didn't see that coming. Scube more or less replaces Magic as an official event. Dick move, Scube. Dick move. Mats Valk of Netherlands finally takes down Felix's 5.66 with a 5.55, dethroning him from the crown. Also, he's good at skipping all out. Like, really good.
I know a trick to skip the LOL.
And on this legendary day marks the point where I started my cubing career. I mean, that kind of counts as a significant event, right? Kind of. I mean, I'm important, right? Right? The Moyu Weilong comes out and blows up on the market, partially because Felix starts using it, but also because it's actually a good cube that can compete with the Zanchi. The cubing market completely blows up faster than the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. No, seriously though, there's like a lot of cubes. Felix becomes the first speedcuber to win 2 world championships in a row, making speedcubing history. I guess people in China do call him Felix the God for a reason. Colin beats his own world record of 5.25 with a 5.21, but since it was a misscramble, it was discarded. Then Keaton beats Colin's world record with a 5.09, and then Lucas beats Keaton's world record with a 4.9. Then no one beats Lucas's record because the Cuban gods of the sky said that was too many world records for one day. Also, there was no excessive screaming. By the way, Dan Knights, hope you feel better about that whole world record ordeal. And with that, we are up to now. Well, sort of. I kinda skipped around a bit, and pretty much only mentioned 3x3, but then again, who cares about any other events anyway? At the end of the day, though, speedcubing has come a long way, and it'll probably continue on for another at least, I don't know, 4 years? Decade? Millennium? Who knows? Only time will tell.